Alrighty, welcome back. It's been a minute. So you have successfully, as members of the SRD, have successfully completed your first on-camera mission, for lack of a better term. You have vanquished, banished, removed from this mortal plane the extra-dimensional, eviscerated everyone who existed. The ethereal pyramid created by the Hardwire sisters, a coven of cybernetic plane-shifting night hags. Yeah. Yeah. Right. You decided to clean up on the scouts left over from the pyramid, and truly wildly overplanned to the point where you do more damage to yourself than the cybernetic chimpanzees, Quetzalcoatlus, or Deinonychus is Dionychi? Deinonychuses? I think that makes more sense.
I think that's
saying
correct, yeah.
Managed to do to you. You have made a new teammate, Ólafur Havard, who has a very long title, but I'm not currently in my ink, so we don't need to go over that. You have, going over your planned schedule of potential exit strategies, have decided that you are going to take the Grand Jubilee, a ship, you suppose, that is somehow going to dock in this landlocked hunting town. You have made your way to this small town a couple days prior to when you need to be there to leave, and it's a small African village that has some infrastructure in it because there does appear to be a gentleman adventurers hunting club based out of this village. So the locals do speak English. It is the epitome of a colonized space. And you have elected to keep the two Clydesdale-sized foxes safe, Lefty and Reginald. You have elected to spend the night outside of the village to stay a little bit more safe and to maybe not arouse suspicions on the non-human nature of this team. Ólafur is the only one who looks human, and even then, that's a stretch because his eyes do glow, and theoretically, he's been to Valhalla, so there's 50-50 he's been dead. Mm-hmm. But the actual members of your team have the capacity to pass off as human or human enough that nobody will bat an eye. The real main problem is the two Clydesdale-sized foxes. But who knows? I'm sure that you might come up with a plan to figure that out. You have stayed the night, and you are waking up in the morning. Once again, Odd has taken the last half of the watches, and you wake up to actual hot breakfast. She started a fire. She has pulled out of her bag of holding the ingredients to make a full, proper Nordic breakfast spread, cured meats, eggs, bread, a porridge of some kind. It's very familiar to you, Ólafur, and it is nice knowing that at least one of your teammates does hail from the same region as you. and the sun is rising on a new day.
Is today the day when the Grand Jubilee is going to show up, or is it
So,
still several days?
So
out?
the Grand Jubilee is scheduled to leave in 3 days. You believe... actually, make me a... You could either do a general intelligence check, or you could do a knowledge or a profession sailor check.
Intelligence it is. That was a natural 2.
Natural 2.
Let me, if my flipping mouse would work. Come on.
His intelligence is very high, and this is not a particularly difficult roll.
Yeah, that might be... It's a 9 total.
My DC was 8, so this with the intelligence, it's a basic logistics question. If this is a vessel or a ship of some kind, presumably it is going to dock somehow and unload passengers, and then it will have to resupply before it can return or create a return voyage. So odds are it will show up before it is scheduled to leave.
Mm. Well, it appears that we have some time to kill, as it were. Odd, is there anything that we are needing from in town?
Technically, yes. You do sustain yourself. You are technically a living monstrous humanoid, so you do require food, drink, from a purely mechanical sense.
Is your favorite cereal Fruity Pebbles?
I do not believe so, because the Flintstones do not... Oh,
We lost them.
there's something happening. We're back.
Hey!
I would assume it wasn't particularly old, thing of the Flintstones is from the 70s. It was relevant.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you.
Yes.
Okay. Discord isn't working on the laptop, so I'm on my phone.
Okay.
No, I know. I tried reloading and Discord was just like freezing up.
Has to be at least one technical issue.
There we go.
Hello. Yeah.
No, I think you just pull them from the ground among the roots of fruit trees.
Of course.
No, pebbles. Is there something wrong with Fruity Pebbles? Do you not like the name? I feel like it rolls off the tongue quite well. Ólafur, what do you think? Fruity Pebbles. Say it. Say it for yourself. Feel the words on your tongue.
He's like halfway into like a bite full of egg. Fruity Pebbles.
I see. See, it sounds good. It sounds good. Now say fruity gravel bits. See, you can't even say it. You can't even say it.
Fruity gravel bits.
No. Mm-mm.
The favorite
No.
snack of all the children.
Mm-mm. 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 No. We'll take it to a focus group. Get a second opinion. Oh, I think Odd has all the food. Unless there's something she needs.
Let's find out. She looks down and she's like going through her thing. I suppose I could resupply. It wouldn't hurt to pick up a few things. We could always leave. And she says, we could always leave ink with the foxes.
Mink, are you okay staying with Lefty and Reginald?
But Ink is fully just like wrestling with Lefty, and he's like, Ink would be very happy to help Corvus and Renard by watching Lefty and Reginald.
Well, I suppose that settles it then.
Odd stands up, puts her share back into her bag. He's like, very well. Well, if we're leaving the foxes, I suppose we're walking. And so she'll pull out her walking cane and she'll start moving forward. Oh, Makani, I appreciate that so much, and you are such a sweet dear, but I don't think the arthritis in my hips could take putting my legs around you like that. It's still 30. She's an elf. Like, she ages fairly gracefully. She's just really old.
So she's got a walking stick, but she's like power walking with it.
Yeah, still. Honestly, I just like imagine it's like two, like the skiing ones.
Oh, the hiking sticks?
Yeah.
Oh,
They're like two hand carved like Nordic cross country skiing sticks that she uses specifically for this purpose.
wonderful.
So it takes you a little bit because it's not like you're like running as fast as you can to get to the village, but you do get back. From your original perusal, it is to use a very, very modern vernacular to describe it, a one stoplight kind of town. But so there is an open air market, and they do have like food, that kind of stuff. And there is the Adventurer's Lodge, is what the title says, like the name onto the thing. Of course, in only English. Which may hold something for you guys. You'd have to explore to find out. But there isn't a ton else in town other than that.
Open air
You
market.
would the market, yeah, the bazaar kind of. Bazaar is the wrong word because that's culturally not this place, but like that kind of like central market kind of style.
Split the party. That's always the best idea. Okay.
Sure.
You're taking the two
The
least
two people with
intelligent, least charismatic characters.
Hey now, how do you know I'm
Oh,
not
that's
charismatic?
you might have a decent charisma.
I don't.
Yeah, okay, I didn't think so. So you two are gonna go smooth talk the adventurers. Odd and I will just pick up some. All right. Right. Yeah. Just, maxed out on intelligence and really high charisma, but it's fine.
Well,
Oh, I see
am
him.
I?
I can see him just fine.
Okay. Interesting. Okay. I think because I'm very interested to see how this goes, we're gonna resolve Ólafur and Makani. Makani, I'm assuming you are wearing the hat of disguise to appear human. What does your human Sona look like? Okay. Okay. Human, okay. So, like, the hair that's being pulled up is like an elaborate kind of hairstyle, or... Okay. So it's like a very practical looking, okay. And then Ólafur looks like Ólafur.
I will
Yes.
say that Corvus is in his human form right now.
Yes.
An impeccably dressed aristocrat, essentially.
Functionally, you are.
We can't just tell them that you just broke me out of an extra-dimensional prison. But isn't that what happened? So why can we not tell these people that if they ask? Well,
Oh my gosh.
let's just tell the truth.
Too dumb to lie.
Just have them not believe us when we tell them the truth. Save all the hassle.
Okay. You walk into the Adventurers Club. It is a 3-story Victorian-style manor house. Probably 4 stories now that I think about it. It's big. You come into the first floor into a foyer and just immediately are hit by like the mounted and stuffed trophies that are everywhere. Like all sorts of local animals, bigger, more gaudy. On quality, not the best taxidermy jobs all the time, but it's more of a quantity over quality kind of situation here. There is standing in the foyer this impeccably dressed butler, who gives you a once over and a twice over, and like, Ólafur, you have a fairly decent wisdom score.
Yeah.
You get the impression that he is deciding exactly how best to interact with you before he comes over with like this like very professional smile. Not even smile. He's a British butler. A very professional, like stoic, like this is normal. Everything that is happening in this situation is completely normal. Nothing about this is weird. Kind of face going on. And he's like, "Welcome to the Adventurers Club. Are you here to meet a member, or are you here to apply for membership, or for some other endeavor?" And he's speaking exclusively to Ólafur.
What does membership entail?
Membership entails meeting with some of the inner residents, members of the committee, a informal interview process, punctuated by a formal interview process. Should they decide that you are club material, you will pay a fee in addition to your application fee for membership. Therein, you will have access to the premises, the stores, the armory, and of course, the dining area.
Real quick, Makani is actually club material. You could make a club out of her. Yep. Oh no, that too. Money.
And of course, should you be accepted as members, you're +1. And he nods very genteelly to Makani. Will be welcome as well.
You say much without actually saying much. Please, could you speak simpler?
He looks around. You watch as he like goes back to. There's like this curtain across the doorway into the hallway. It looks like it's like leading into like a reserved kind of area, and you watch as he like really like carefully looks over, and then he pulls up. Or he's like, "All right, Gov, here's what's happening. These shites are just absolutely fucking full of money, right? And so you apply and you grease their palms, and you fucking go and impress them with your adventures and your tales of woe, and they will eat that shit up out of your hand. All right? The fees are outrageous. They are not worth the amount of stuff you'll get here. It's all about the prestige and the quality of the members, right? So, honestly, probably not worth your time. You seem like a man of substance. You seem like a man of action. This place is not a place of action. This is a place for top-off wankers with lots of money come and just fucking rub each other and tell each other how great they are.
Thank you, that I understand.
He looks around. Now, should you wish to apply, I'd be more than happy to collect your fees and bring you an application process and see which members and residents of our board of directors is in residence.
Out of curiosity, exactly how much are the fees?
A application would be £2,000, and yearly fees are £1,000 for access to the memberships, plus £1,000 for access to the armories, and then of course any additional purchases you make on the premises.
Ólafur just kind of leans over to Makani. How much is a pound? Is there any way to reduce the weight needed?
Okay. Here's the thing, Gov. These are the kind of people that only understand money. They will think less of you if you try and apply with less money. The more money you put in, the faster your application goes through. You might be able to impress one of the members outside of here with one of your stories or some tale of like great daring do, and they might sponsor you, and that might waive the application fee. They're still going to charge you the yearly membership fees. I take it to the bursar, yes. I am not the one who counts the money. Aye, but I ain't no counting fitter.
What is a count fitter?
Oh, Mother Mary and Joseph.
What if I do not have any money?
Then this is not the place for you, Gov.
Okay.
He looks at you. He looks at you like kind of like with like this like really shrewd like thinking face. You have anything a little fancier than what you're wearing? Love? Oh, fuck me.
That was a mistake.
Okay, he rolled a natural 20 for his perception check to see past like the general normal person's willingness to just ignore weird bullshit. Like
You've broken his suspension of disbelief.
Oh fucking bloody hell! What the fucking shit? What the fuck was that? You were a fucking demon! Shit, motherfucking stay away, Mother Mary, Joseph, please protect me, Mother Joseph, please protect me. He's like crossing himself and like backing up.
She's not a demon.
He just like runs into the back room.
Somewhere in a marketplace.
Can I grab him and get my hand over his mouth?
I've got a bad feeling all of a sudden.
Can I grab him and get my hand over his mouth?
I want to need both of you to roll grapple CMD or CMB checks against this commoner's CMD.
Crush this dude. You guys are gonna fully crush this guy to death.
29.
I fully don't believe that. I'm not even going to look up a commoner's stat block. I fully don't believe that. So you fully both just boom, Batman pull him into the, fully change his directions. Ólafur has his hands and arms wrapped around this guy's mouth. Makani, I'm assuming you were just grabbing onto him, wrapping around with your wings and stuff, and just dragging him back. Just,
There is no need to run, no need to scream. I'm going to let you go. Don't do anything rash. And I will just very slowly let him go.
Monster!
Okay, hold on. No, I'm gonna roll something. Yeah, I'm just gonna see if I can knock him unconscious.
Both of you make me attack rolls.
Uh, 21.
Yeah, you both hit. Roll me unarmed strike.
I'm choosing to do a non-lethal.
I'm assuming non-lethal for both. Yes.
There's no way this guy stays conscious after this.
Oh, fully not. I just want to know what they do to him.
I think Ólafur's strength alone is probably
25
enough to damage.
Yeah.
Are there rules for if you do so much more non-lethal damage than they have hit points?
Wait, does it?
I mean, I saw Rocky 2. Apollo Creed was killed with a punch.
I'm pretty sure.
Just shattered this guy's jaw. Let me check. This is gonna be.
You're still in the 40s, yeah.
So, I did just realize that I accidentally had power attack ticked.
Opa.
So, I'm gonna undo that if that's okay, and it'll only be 17.
Okay, he still only has 3 hit points.
Oh no.
Two non-lethal damage. There's a good chance Zach will get this before I do.
If a creature's non-lethal damage is equal to his total maximum hit points, all further non-lethal damage is treated as lethal damage. This does not apply to creatures with regeneration. Yeah, so as soon as it goes to 3 hit points, everything after that is lethal.
So literally both of you could have killed him by yourself.
Well, Makani couldn't have, because
It has to
that's
go to
true.
negative constitution.
it would have to take the negative constitution. But
That's true. That's true.
but the
Would've,
dude is fully like jaw broken, dead.
Oh yeah, no, fully like boom, blood splatter from no, he's a commoner. They have 3 hit points.
Like level 1, no class levels, anything.
Normal people die when literally any amount of damage is done to them.
We should go.
That guy was trying to help you guys too.
You hear people coming from behind the partition.
Teleport. Teleport out. Do I see that before I teleport? Because if no,
Roll
I'm gone.
me-
I'm gone.
No, you don't. You're just gone. You're out. You're out of 5,000.
Oh gosh.
There is no desk. It is just an open foyer. There are large mounted animals. And there is a tiger skin rug.
Oh my gosh.
So I will say you have 1 round of actions to figure out what you want to do before you go into either a fight or a social encounter. There is no elephant in this room. There is a stuffed gorilla. There is a stuffed lion, neither of which are actually technically from the Congo, but they have been brought here. There is also... No, those are the only 2 like big ones on the floor. All the other ones are wall-mounted.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Please tell me you are not about to attempt what I think
High or
you're
low?
about to
You are
attempt.
100% about to accept what we think you're going to.
Yes, it does.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
All right, make me a flat strength check.
Gosh, all we had to do was lay low until the freaking ship got here.
You, in the round, you take your full round, you drag him over, and you shove him about shoulder depth into this lion's mouth.
Oh my
Shockingly, a lion's mouth and esophagus, especially when taxidermy, are much smaller than an actual human being is. He was wearing a full like butler suit, kind of. His like arm towel thing is on the ground, covered in blood. Which is noticeable because it is white. Absolutely, is an item interaction. Go for it. You watch as 2 men. One's middle-aged. One's a little bit younger, like more like 30s. come in. They are in the full like Victorian safari get up, like the Victorian gentleman safari get up.
His
with
helmets and everything.
The helmet. Well, they don't. One of them has a helmet. One of them's got a helmet on his side. But like full beige and white. One of them has like those that facial hair that is the 30-year-old has that facial hair that is just mutton chops and mustache.
Nice.
And fuck it, he's got a monocle. The older middle-aged gentleman has like one of those like bad comb-overs and is fully just carrying an elephant rifle as they walk in. Right.
You know that they just came in from they're already in.
The older one is going to just level the gun at you. Right. I'm going to need any explanation before I just fire on you.
Can I be like peeking my head? I would have just teleported like outside of the building. Well, are there like saloon doors or like what's the?
Oh, it's like a full like you knock and the door comes open, kind of like it is 8 actual like mana. So it's like double like.
So
would
I have been able to teleport actually out of the building because I need like proper line of sight? So if the doors are closed, no, and I would have probably just teleported up.
Yeah, it is. So the foyer does have like a mezzanine balcony above it. So you definitely could like teleport up there if you wanted.
That's where I am.
Yo.
What?
Archibald, I do believe that this is some form of interloper who has killed our... I don't know if I know that manservant's name. And he is going to fire on you.
Can I shout, hi?
Yes, you can absolutely shout hi. I don't think a 19 hits. Fully like the large slug slams into your shoulder, but the stony exterior of you and your like actual protection of your wings is enough that it just like sprays a cloud of like gravel, but does no actual like damage to you. So like just dust pops up. What on God's green earth is this? And you say hi, and Archibald, the younger one, looks up at you. There's more than one! And... Adventurers, to arms! We are under attack!
I'll draw my sword. Where's the attack?
I'm gonna... Roll me a bluff check.
Help, I'm being repressed. See the violent inherent in the system.
No. Okay, I'm gonna have you guys roll me initiative.
Okay.
Here's a question. Did Corvus and Corvus and Odd perchance hear the report of a large caliber rifle.
Roll me a perception check because it isn't very far.
Oh no.
That'd be a 17.
You do indeed. You are in the middle of helping Odd look at eggs. When you hear from inside the Adventurers Academy, or not Academy, Adventurers Club, because it is more muffled, like the sound of a large gun going off.
I'm gonna look at Odd.
She'll look up at you. They haven't been hurt yet.
I'm just gonna hand her like the basket of whatever I was holding, and I'm just gonna walk off towards.
She pats you on the side. Have fun. I'll go find some place to sit.
I just without saying anything, just.
Then she will continue to haggle over the price of these eggs.
Does anyone else seem alarmed at sound of gunshot or?
They definitely like notice it, but nobody appears to be investigating. Like it's definitely something like they like look and they look at it and they mutter to themselves, but it's like it's not in sight. It's not affecting us right now. This isn't. You're fine. This is fine.
This is fine. Everything it's fine.
Okay.
And
10. Corvus, could you roll me initiative as well, just to see?
22.
22. All right. Well, I'm just gonna roll a flat for the whole. Not bad. All right, Corvus, you go first.
I'm just gonna be moving towards the building.
Okay, you could probably, if you took your full action to run, you could for sure get there and get the doors open and get into the foyer.
Oh no, I'm just 30 feet movement, 30 feet for standard action. I'm not sprinting.
All right. Then yeah, you could probably get about halfway there. Just walking.
Okay.
All right. If nothing else, that'll take us to the Adventurers Club. Reginald is going to pull out his side piece because he didn't have anything else on him. His revolver. He is going to point it at Ólafur, and he's going to take his 2 attacks. And these are touch attacks because it is within the first couple range increments of.
No, it's because it's a firearm.
I still doubt that a 14 or a 10 hit. So they both just go wide. There's still some vague spatial distortion from your teleportation, and the bullets just lodge into the wall behind you. And his hand is shaking. There's a good chance this man has never actually fired on a human being before, or if he has, it has definitely not been someone with Caucasian skin. Caucasian, they're British.
Painfully so.
Then the unnamed one with the elephant gun is going to pull the action back and is going to attempt to hit you again. I forgot last time when he fired, these are touch attacks. It's
a big one.
So you will take 9 points of piercing damage for the first one. The second one, this attack is that'll be a 18 to hit, and then will take 5 points of piercing damage. But unfortunately, this gun has a property that does not allow him to fire particularly fast. So even with the full round attack, but he is going to, after he fires, still pointing at you, walk back towards the entrance. Like he's got in a lot more control than I think Reginald is. So he has like poise and he's like pulling back. Not Reginald, Archibald. Too many vaguely British names. And then you see the curtain like swing open, and you see in the door, but nobody comes in yet, 4 more people. Which will take us to Makani.
We don't mean you any harm.
Tell that to the dead butler!
We don't mean you any harm.
Are you still disguised as the butler, though?
So you fully, like, animatronic, like, bad CGI, like, person's first, like, animated thing, who's, like, levitated and is, like, float up over to Ólafur.
We mean you no harm!
The blood's so foul.
No, I don't think so either. Could we go into the dining area?
Ólafur, this is your turn.
Could we go into the dining area?
Make me a diplomacy check with disadvantage. That's
Okay.
right. I'm adding a rule from a different system specifically because of how bad this idea is.
Oh my gosh.
14.
It's still not going to get you in. The one with the elephant rifle has like followed and tracked Makani and says, "I don't know who you all are. I do know that you've killed one of our servants, and we will not let that go
What was his name? I'm starting to see what you mean. What was your servant's name?
Well, I don't rightly know, but he worked for the club, and
How do you know he works for the club? Maybe he was a spy. Vankers.
there's like a murmur of like absolute like horror that someone would choose to curse in a moment like this. Like scandalized. I think that'll take up your full 6 seconds of
Totally good.
Corvus. You have heard a few more gunshots.
Yeah. So with her having actually been shot and injured, Odd
would have known
said,
because it would have been more than 5. So you would have healed up 5 hit points at the start of the turn before you got hit again. So it would have negated the 5 points of damage you took.
probably would have been running if someone
Okay.
had actually gotten hurt.
totally a fair retcon. So we'll say that you are fully swinging in the doors right now. And no addition to your turn.
Like fully dramatic, double doors thrown open, coat, jacket flapping dramatically in the breeze as the light pouring in behind me.
Which we don't see because we're right above the door.
Correct.
Yeah. You do roll me a performance check for dramatic flair.
Ooh. That would be a 19.
Flawless. There's like a faint plume of dust from your run floating behind you. The sun is right the way that there's a god ray fully silhouetting you as you just bust open these doors fully. I'm trying to think. It's not quite a saloon door style. There's they're French doors. Yeah, you fully bust them open, but there's a GIF. I can't remember what the GIF is from of somebody pushing open the doors really dramatically. I want to say it's from The Witcher. Oh, that's also a great one. Full Aragorn door swing open push full weight and you're in.
No calls for aid.
Tailcoat flapping in the wind. Your dark, mussy raven human hair just faintly flowing in the breeze of you moving in, and just gracefully you find yourself continuing forward.
What in the name of all that is good and right is happening? And I'm just saying this out generally, literally, what the heck is? Makani is flying. Ólafur.
It sounds like Corvus.
So that you can see the mezzanine is above where the people from the club are coming in.
Oh,
so
okay.
His full visual is a bunch of people crowded underneath a door. Two of them pointing guns up at you guys. Ólafur standing on there. Makani presumably in the guise of a blood-covered butler, floating in the air. She hasn't landed, so she's fully just standing up there, screaming, "We mean you no harm," and a partially stuffed dead body in the mouth of a dead lion.
I'm just looking around at the crowd, fully expecting, waiting for someone to answer my question with full the weight of authority as much as possible.
Roll me a diplomacy check for diplomacy. That's this edition.
I rolled a 5. That'd be a 23.
Of course. Fully access the I am in charge because I am in charge voice. And Archibald, not that you know his name, the younger man with the gun, fully keeps the gun up and just fully turns at you. So the gun is just pointed up in the air. And says, "These monsters, these dark users of mystic arts, slaughtered our manservant, and then claim that they mean us no harm. And then they want into our dining area?"
It is a nice dining area. Hello.
Makani, Ólafur, what is that? I'm just gesturing to the dead butler shoved inside the lion.
Well, it looks like that lion tried to have a snack.
Makani, Ólafur, did you kill that poor man?
Look, I did not know he was so fragile.
Just Bolin, like just standing there, arm outstretched, still pointing at the guy in the lion.
The club is very confused. They do not know what to happen because you fully like read as like one of them, but you are fully interacting with like whatever the hell is happening. Like you know what's going on, and they can't quite track. So they're just kind of like
just
double taking, like.
I have some amount of responsibility for these two. Obviously, your honor has been violated with the death of your manservant. And while I am not a countryman of yours, I understand how that must feel. How about I propose that we settle this with a duel between me and one of you? No, Makani.
I'm the offender, I could do it.
The middle-aged man doesn't holster because it's a fucking elephant gun, but does like shoulder it. Code Duello rules.
I am slightly rusty on dueling codices. Can you clarify?
I suppose my that is a larger implication there. Are you proposing that you are offering the duel to make peace? In return, whoever accepts the duel would choose the time, location, and weapons, and then we would come with our seconds. Our seconds would attempt to broker peace between us, and then should they not be able to, we duel to our honor.
Yes, on the condition that the duel happens somewhat soon. I can't tarry in this place for too long. Places to be.
There's like the first time you see a break in his composure where there's like this like kind of slight like hysterical half laugh. Is like I do believe now would be the time we would choose.
Then very well. Those are my terms.
He like turns around. All right, boys. I do believe that
I did not formally introduce myself. Corvus Renard.
one of the men in the back is like, of the what city in America is your family currently residing in?
Let's go stereotype and just be New York.
The New York Renards from France originally?
That is correct.
There's like some like vague they know like who your family is. And then like that like really cements in their mind that this like accepting your duel is like truly the honorable and like easiest thing to do. The middle-aged one goes, all right, boys, I do believe that as the only board member in residence, that this should be something that I take upon myself. He points at one of the men, one of the like servants in the back room that you would assume. You bring me my dueling set. And he points at another one. And you, boy, make sure that the dueling grounds out back are cleared.
I did not try to. Are you sure? Okay.
At this point, Makani, you've healed back up to 4 hit points, because that's where the amount of damage you've taken. Ólafur, you are fine.
Okay, 20.
I don't believe I got your name.
Yes. My name is Francis James Kirby the Third.
Oh. Now that we have the formalities out of the way, if you would give me leave to go get my second.
Of course. The dueling field is out back. We will meet you there in, say, 20 minutes.
Excellent.
Cheerio.
I'm gonna do snap turn so that the tail coat, like the tails of my coat, just like whip around, and then again push open both doors as I leave. I'm not even looking back at Makani and Ólafur.
Well, so right before he punches you, he's gonna be like, "How hard do you want me to punch you?" Okay.
His fist becomes the size of a mountain.
That'll be 23 damage.
You do realize you're taking life from Odd, right?
I don't fully know that yet.
No, but Makani does. Yes!
Sure.
They fully, Archibald is just staring at you both. Just a gun. Like, it's like trying to figure out what is happening. Everyone else is left.
I'm gonna come. Oh my gosh. Oh no.
What is that? That doesn't sound good. I just did an unarmed strike.
That's where she does a d6 for every level she has in Kineticist.
Oh
yeah. No. No, you should be doing.
That's your base blast.
That's your the composite is stronger. I think it's 1d6 per.
No, 2d6 for every 2 levels. So
yeah. 12d6.
I mean, I'm not getting the fair end of this bargain, but do I?
At least she's not maximizing it.
Is there any visual indicator that this is not a normal punch?
Oh, for sure. This is fully, you watch as like the air condenses around her and lightning starts striking her body, and then like a mote of electricity like forms around.
No, hold on. Wait a moment. You said.
This is a ranged attack because you don't have any of the.
That passes my AC by 1.
So you technically are fighting from range, firing. Nope, not firing in melee. So technically, that would provoke an attack of opportunity, I believe.
I'm not gonna take it.
Yeah, this is like you just like super hard punch, right? Would totally kill a normal person, and then she goes full Kamehameha.
I'm just like, wait, no.
Honestly, this is more like you punch Azula, and then Azula just lightning bends you.
Yes.
Yeah. outside, I would like to pause for a moment and see if they're gonna follow me out. Just like, why did I think they're not gonna follow me out? I mean,
And you watch, like, from outside, all you can see is the younger one who's like switching his gun between them.
Holy!
Oh my gosh!
Choom! Thunderclap. As the sound barrier breaks, as the stench of ozone overpowers your Volplane senses.
What are you two doing? You were supposed to come outside. I'm telling you now. Why are you fighting? You young man, whatever your name is, I would recommend putting that gun down. If you accidentally shot something, it would just get much worse.
You watch as like the lightning bolt has formed, and he's fully just like frozen as he cannot process what happened.
Does he have like a holster or something, or like a pocket?
Yeah, he does have a. He does have like the really like.
Wait, was that lightning damage?
Over holster on the side.
I'm just gonna slowly like walk over and take the gun out of his hands and put it into his holster. Push his arm down, pat him on the back.
The
What's your name?
Archibald Seymour Archibald Seymour.
Archibald Seymour. Do you mind if I call you Archibald? There was the. Okay, Archie. Why don't you go into the dining room and find yourself a stiff drink? Settle those nerves a bit. Pat him on the back.
That's happening. Okay. So I'm gonna take a little bit less damage from that than you think I should.
I believe it's combination of bludgeoning and electricity.
Yeah. As long as at least 5 of it was lightning, I negated 5 points.
No, if you do a composite blast, it's a composite blast, not the energy. They're different. So the composite blast is a mixture. You have your physical blast, your energy blast, and then you have the composite blast. It's different.
It's both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and then it's just 50-50 between those two.
I'm gonna pat Archibald on the back. That's a good chap.
Ólafur will like cough and sputter a bit and like pat you on the shoulder.
But there was, and he's like still just like babbling as he walks into the
Before he
den.
fully like walks
Is there like a servant
away,
nearby or something?
I think so. Yeah.
Could you get Archibald here something stiff enough to probably knock him unconscious, make him forget some stuff?
What was that? That Noah.
I was gonna say before Archibald is like fully out of frame, I'm just gonna teleport back down. Be like, alright, Corvus, I'm ready to go.
There was a, but then he was.
Yeah, I hear you.
But whiskey.
Yeah, I'm gonna like flick a coin I have to the servant.
The servant looks concerned because they did hear gunfire, the club like leave to go to a duel, and then a full on clap of thunder inside the foyer.
Nothing to worry about. These are not the droids you're looking for.
I'm Ólafur. Nice to meet you.
Ólafur, just no. You two don't talk to people anymore. You've lost the privilege of talking to people. You go outside, and you stay right outside on the street.
Okay, sorry, Corvus.
Okay. Good day. And I'm just gonna turn and follow them out.
Yeah.
Ólafur, how are you feeling?
Better each second as you heal 5 hit points
His
around.
hair is like fully standing up.
I'm imagining like Thor, right? Like his whole long hair, but it's all just like choo.
Yep.
Yeah. You are healing 5 hit points around until you get to 5 below.
Okay.
Makani, you do realize that is costing Odd. You two playing around is hurting Odd right now. This healing is supposed to be for combat, for emergencies. Then what was that I just saw? It doesn't matter now.
I'm gonna channel positive energy.
Okay.
I need to figure out how much that actually does. So I'm only a level 1 cleric.
Pretty sure that's just a d6.
Is it just a d6? But is it plus wisdom?
It usually is. Usually those kinds of things are. No. I have a duel that I have to do. Because of you two.
Heal 9
No.
points.
No, I can't. Let's I'm gonna walk towards Odd.
Yep.
No, you two come with me.
Yeah, I think so. It was fun.
Ah, yes. The co-workers who murder together stay together.
You are getting strange looks.
Makani, can you perhaps... Never mind. No, could you at least walk, please? The whole idea of us coming here in disguise was to be unnoticed. Makani, and this isn't like a whisper. Makani, do you know who we work for? Do you remember who we work for?
I don't.
Who do we work for, Makani? Correct. And SRD is part of what? Correct. So, agents acting... Agents of a British government service in a foreign land, antagonizing people, starting fights, and murdering butlers is not good. We don't want people to know that we're here.
He was fragile.
What? What's the normal things that you hit? Freakish cybernetic gorillas?
I just hit him like I was in a brawl back home.
It's not about who lied, Makani. It's about who killed a butler. And that would be you two.
Unintentional.
It really doesn't matter. Also, really doesn't matter. Are we to odd yet?
Oh yeah, you fully have made it to Odd at this point. Odd
Odd.
has fully bullied someone in one of the stands to give her their chair. She's sitting down and is chatting to the old woman in the stall next to her. And you watch as like she just has like a handkerchief as she's just like sopping up blood from a nosebleed.
I'll channel energy more.
Okay.
I can do it.
Drawing attention to even more. Freakish blood-covered flying butler and a Norseman straight out of Norse mythology with pulses of light shooting out of him.
She'll heal 16 points.
You'll heal 16 points as a pulse of like Aurora Borealis rainbow energy just like emanates from you. As
I'm like holding like a silver amulet. That's around
naturally.
Wow, did you see that glare? That was intense. Anyway, Odd, are you feeling well enough to go back to camp?
I do believe I am. She puts her hand on the shoulder of the merchant that she's like stolen this chair from. Thank you for helping an old woman out while my wayward friends returned. And then she'll lean in and like whisper something into his ear, and he'll laugh and smile and kind of do like the "oh shucks" kind of thing. And she'll like hug his earlobe just a little bit, like super affectionately, because she is physically incapable of not just adopting someone she's talked to for more than 3 minutes.
And yet, look at all the pain you've caused her. You also intentionally unleashed a lightning storm on Ólafur.
Odd will put one of her two walking canes in one hand and just like pat, like rub just like the middle of your back. It's okay, Makani. Sometimes we do things without thinking. What are we going to do next time? That's right. Have you thought maybe thinking is about thinking of how your actions will affect other people? Exactly.
What happens
Everything.
if we think incorrectly?
Well, then you won't know. You're going to have to use your best judgment. You're going to have to be careful. And then, when you make a mistake, you learn from it. You own it. You don't make excuses for it. And you learn. Corvus does have impeccable judgment and a canny ability to sweet talk his way out of pretty much anything. At this point, Odd has just kind of like accepted that you forget that you're wearing the hat.
Once we get a little ways away from people, Makani and Ólafur started some trouble with the, what did they call it? The Adventure Club. The Adventurers Club. And inadvertently killed one of their butlers. I still am not sure why. We'll suss that out later. In an attempt to smooth things over, I have agreed to a duel with one of them, which will take place in, I'll just pull out a pocket watch, 15 minutes or so.
Ólafur? Makani? Why did you kill this man? Most people are very fleshy and don't have stone bones. Why was he screaming?
He saw her.
I understand. Do you see how starting your solution with violence in this situation was not productive?
Well, it wasn't our first. Yes, I see that.
So what was something else you could have done in that situation?
This is like two kindergartners getting taught by their teacher.
Well, I did try like putting my hand over his mouth and talking him down, but it didn't work.
And that is true. So I'm going to follow up on both of those ideas a little bit later. I think maybe we should look at Corvus. Are they using the Code Duello rules for your duel?
They are. I was considering asking you to be my second, but if you're... Might be better if you keep an eye on these two, and me and
I
Kim
could
be
be
my
your
second.
She'll look at both of them. I think this might be an opportunity for them to learn something. She'll look at Makani. Makani? Could you please take off your hat and put it back on to go back to your first disguise? Ólafur, would you please put your sword in my bag?
He just like hugs his sword.
I will give it back.
Ólafur, I would trust her with my sword if I weren't about to need it.
With a... Oh gosh, I didn't realize I had that modifier. With a 15 on sense motive, do I think she will give it back?
You absolutely believe that she will be true to her word.
Okay. I also really don't want to, though.
It's like a kid's favorite mystical sword of destruction and
She'll
violence.
look at you and in Norse will just go, Ólafur, I will keep your sword safe. I will return it to you. Please trust me.
I have not been without this sword since I got it, though.
Is that something that is a mandate of your god?
It's not a mandate.
We'll leave it for now. And she'll say that part in English. We'll leave it for now. Corvus, I think this might be a good opportunity for them to see what repercussions of actions look like. And honestly, I really do not want to be anywhere near this situation.
Do you need more healing? Could heal you a bit more.
She'll smile and pat you on the side. I will be fine, Ólafur. Thank you.
Like fully I could heal myself like 10 times over. That's really cute.
Thank you. Ólafur, how quickly did you give up on? You don't have to answer me now, but think about it. How quickly did you give up on calming this man and de-escalating with your words? Makani, what would have happened had you had let him run away? Don't answer now. Think about it. What would have happened if he had ran away and told everyone that you were a demon and they came back and they saw you? Or were there any other options that you could have done if you had let him run away? Let's go to this duel. You two, watch, be respectful, be quiet, and know that this is happening because of your actions.
Mom. Well, actually, you're getting mom talked by Odd through, like, by Justin through Odd.
The most chaotic player you've ever met.
Odd, for this duel, please drop your enchantment.
Okay. And she will put her hand on you, and she will sever the life link between you.
Okay.
They watch. Corvus, did they tell you what weapons that they chose, or is that to be announced at the duel itself?
To be announced at the duel. Their choice, but really, I'd be surprised if it was something that, well... No. Either way, I intend to make this an honorable fight.
You arrive. There is just like a full-on like circle of people. Like it's a duel. Like it's like a great show. It is like fully like a marked out like marked out like field and stuff too. Like it's clearly something that they've used before. There is Francis, the middle-aged man, is standing there next to a servant that is carrying a like really ornate wooden box. And as you arrive, Francis nods at you. There is another man next to him that you presume is his second. And the servant says, "This is a duel of honor. Under the Code Duello rules. Seconds, please approach." And you watch as Odd and this other man talk to each other and talk like in hushed tones. And then they turn to the judge that you presume is the servant is serving as. And they go, "No accord has been met. A duel must continue." And the servant says, "Lord Kirby has chosen flintlock pistols as his weapon of choice for this duel. We will begin at backs to each other, 10 paces, and then a single shot is fired."
I will unbuckle my sword and hand it to Odd.
Okay. Hush you, and she'll place the sword just gently on one of the tables that are nearby, and she'll stand next to it.
I'm going to. I'd like to size up Lord Kirby. Am I about to duel with some 3 hit points commoner, or does this person have some like not made of glass? So that's kind of what I'm trying to determine.
This would be. It is going to be a combo perception check to see how much information you can glean from him, paired with either a knowledge medicine, or either a medicine check or a knowledge nature.
Okay, I'll take knowledge nature. So first perception. That is a natural 20.
Fuck yeah, it is.
So that's a 32 for perception. And then knowledge nature is a 24.
Okay.
I have come to the conclusion that I think you and I might be the Jordan and Jake of
I was
group.
thinking that. Oh my gosh. When you guys went in there, I really hope this doesn't turn into a Jacob Jordan Jacob combo here. Fully did.
It 100%
Totally
did.
So 32 perception, 24 knowledge nature.
Okay, so looking at Lord Kirby, he has a slight limp on his left side. He is right-handed. He favors his weight, and you feel like that'll throw his aim off. He does appear slightly hardier than you think the average person was, but there is still a good chance that a well-aimed pistol shot will kill him. You also notice that he has steady hands, and you believe that he is that he is likely a good shot. And it also does not appear this is his first duel of any capacity. There is also you notice that he slightly squints, as if maybe he has an eyesight problem that he has not addressed or chooses not to address in public. And you think that might also throw off his aim.
Okay. I will take my place.
Okay. So for the purposes mechanically of what you just accomplished, he is going to have a slightly worse attack roll, and you and a slightly lower AC to account for the information that you have gleaned.
Okay.
You take your place. Because he picked the weapons, you get to choose the weapons. There are 2 identical, actually not flintlock, they're wheel-locked, single-shot pistols.
Wow. Old.
Nice.
This is old school, even for old school.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
This is a flex right here.
Yeah.
I'll make a show of inspecting them, although Corvus doesn't use firearms, so I don't know that he really knows what to look for. And then I'll just pick one.
Okay. Francis Kirby, Lord Kirby, is going to make like a face of interesting. I would not have expected that from a man of your discernment. And he'll switch to you. I'm not sure what to think. I'm intrigued. And he'll take the other pistol.
I'll just give him a knowing smile. Mysterious and vague, giving nothing away. Because I have that's the card to play.
So be it. You guys face each other, and the judge says, 10 paces on my count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You wheel around. I'm going to have you roll initiative to see who fires first. And then I'm going to have you roll your attack.
28.
You rolled a 2.
Oh.
Okay, I'm going to. I am not proficient with firearms, so this is a -4, I believe, right?
Correct.
I'm going to attempt to shoot him in his left shoulder.
Okay, that is a called shot. Let me pull up the rules for that real quick.
I don't want to kill him. But I also don't want to shoot him in a leg, because that could kill him if it hit an artery. Because he's right-handed. So his hand will be out like this. It'll be a harder shot. And there'll be more bones. So I'm going to try to go for like right in here. Flesh wound.
Okay, so that's going to be an additional -2 to your attack.
Okay, so -6 total.
Yes.
We're inside range increments, so that's
Correct. This is a touch attack.
Okay, that is a 6. So -6 is 0 plus my 20, which is my ranged attack modifier. Yes, unnatural. That's why I didn't care about the called shot. I'm reasonably confident that the somewhat old British guy with bad eyesight and a limp isn't going to have that high of a touch armor class.
Roll damage.
What am I rolling?
It is a pistol. It is just a D6.
4.
4. All right. He swings his gun out to fire on you, and he, because he's got that limp on the left side, he does favor his right leg, which brings his shoulder out a little bit farther. Full blast into his shoulders, like he drops, like full like ragdoll swing to the ground. He does manage to fire, but at about a 30-degree angle above your head as he's falling. Immediately, it looks to be a surgeon or a local doctor of some kind runs over and begins checking on him and patching him up. The judge goes, "The duel is concluded. This has been won in favor of Corvus Renard. His actions have been proven to be honorable in the eyes of God. No repercussions shall befall. His actions have been just and has been proven just by the consequences of this duel." And then everyone else kind of disperses. There's a group of people kind of are watching to see if Kirby is gonna make it.
I'm gonna walk over to first. I'm gonna place the pistol back into its box.
Of course.
I'm gonna walk over to Makani, or not Makani. Sorry, Odd. Odd, I'm going to offer a fruit to this to Lord Kirby. I'd like if when I do that, you can, as surreptitiously as possible, heal him.
I suppose I could do that.
Thank you. I'm just gonna take some whatever random fruit that she bought.
He has a few, yeah.
Actually, I'm gonna pick the one that looks like the most would be the most exotic to someone from the UK, from Britain.
Literally all of them.
We'll say it's a guava because I think they have
Ooh.
guava there.
That sounds great.
I will walk over. And I assume he's conscious.
Yes, he is still conscious. He's got 1 hit point left, so he's doing okay.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
He's not staggered. An honorable duel, Lord Kirby.
Honorable indeed.
May I offer a gift? Just to be sure that we're past all of this unpleasantness. In my travels in the depths of this wild country, I've come across some strange fruits with miraculous healing powers. I'd like you to try one.
I admit I don't have much of an appetite, but if you say it will help, I'm an honorable man such as yourself, I trust.
On my word. And I'll hand him a guava.
As you hand him a guava, you watch he bites into it. Odd will use. She has a focused channel divinity, channel energy. She has the capacity to channel it in a more focused manner. You watch as all of the shadows that he casts writhe and wriggle and start looking like slight earthworms as they wrap around his form, and then they faintly fade into him until his shadow is normal again, and he looks significantly better.
I'm gonna offer him my hand to lift him up off the ground to help him get his feet.
I say, I feel almost right as rain. Where did you find this? I must mount an expedition immediately.
Well, it is a rather daring story with a great deal of close calls. I happened upon it while we were lost in the deep jungles, so I couldn't say precisely where it was founded. But they are very helpful.
You say they, do you have more?
Sadly, that was the last one. I did say there were quite a few close calls. But I'm glad that it has gone to a good cause.
You honor me with your kindness and your generosity, Corvus Vernager. Should your family or you need any dealings with the Kirby family, do not hesitate to drop my name.
I will not.
He puts his hand out. You have made a friend today.
That warms my heart. I'm glad to hear it, and I'll shake his hand. And I bid you a good day. Until we meet again.
Until we meet again.
And I'll walk off.
All right, you get back to your group, and as you walk off, and you guys are grouping back up, you feel the temperature slightly dip as a large shadow crosses over the sky in front of you, and faintly darken. Looking up to look at it, you see a large zeppelin begin to make its way towards that large tower. The scaffold tower. You watch as it pauses there slightly before it drifts around and lands on the Grand Jubilee is over.
Perfect timing.
What was the lesson, Makani? That is an important lesson to learn. I encourage you to think if perhaps there is also another lesson. That is also an excellent lesson.
Trox? You mean Mink? The Trox, that's rather hurtful. He's a person, Makani.
Those are excellent lessons. I'm proud of you for thinking about this, Makani. I would also think that maybe you could find yourself in a place where your judgment makes you feel like you can know when to choose not to hurt people. You have that capability. Work on it. If you need to talk about it, let me know. She pats you on the shoulder. I love you. I'm proud of you. Let's go back to camp. Ólafur,
Yes.
thank you for coming.
Alright. This whole situation is so ridiculous.
This is the kind of stuff you can't make up.
Technically, we are making it up right now.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
Oh.
it takes more than one person to come up with something like this. Thank you. Come again. Wait, what?
Thank you for having me.
All right. You guys make your way back to Ma'i.
Wait. Yeah. Where's my lecture?
She looks at you. You didn't have to explain then either, Makani. You just thought about it and you told me what you felt. I appreciate it, and that is why I'm proud of you. When he's ready to share, he can.
I thought about it too.
Makani's got her gold star.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Ólafur, you thought about it?
I learned that just because I am not using my sword does not mean that I am not hurting someone.
That is an important lesson to learn.
And that maybe I should try twice to close someone's mouth before resorting to other means.
Just twice. Oh my gosh. It's funny.
Thank you for thinking about that, Ólafur. I am proud of you.
I am more used to Norway, where we just kind of roll it out.
That is understandable. We also find ourselves in situations where violence, extreme and truly heinous violence, is the answer.
Like in the pyramid.
Like in the pyramid.
We are soldiers after all.
We are soldiers. Which guy?
The one the lion ate.
Unfortunately, Makani, I do not have the power to bring back the dead. Because those are all very high-level magics in Pathfinder, and those don't work.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Way to go full most dangerous game on this.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah.
no kidding.
Yeah, technically
such a
resurrection
good
magics has not worked and functioned on Earth for
Oh yeah.
a while.
Ray's dead though.
Ray's dead.
Animate dead.
Oh, that, yeah.
Totally good to go. Yeah.
I think I'd have to fight a couple more duels if that happened.
Yeah, it's been 1,918-ish years since the last time someone was raised from the dead.
Look at that.
Nice.
It fully got cut off, and you they split the planes honestly about the transition between Hellenistic Greece, the city-states, and that first rise of power with Rome. Really, those rise of those first early empires is what scared them. And it's slowly been trickling down. So eventually it'll get to the point where no magic works at all, unless someone fully changes the course of how that works.
Which
Nuklex.
Or even you could just take them to a plane where magic works fully and have someone who has that kind of magic do it.
Makani, I think we've done enough. I think kidnapping a body doesn't feel like fixing the idea. Well, he's not using it. I'm just looking at Odd, I don't know what to do in this situation.
Makani, what does the towel represent to you? Okay. That is an excellent reason. Makani, if you keep that towel, are you keeping it in a manner that is meant to punish yourself? To keep this idea that you've hurt someone fresh in your mind? Is this a penance of some sort, or is this something that do you need the towel to remember? Will you remember this if you don't have the towel?
And this is the story of how Jessica's character had a severe emotional attachment to towels that brought up traumatic experiences.
Makani, I think you can remember without the towel. And we're not taking his body with us, because that would be desecrating his corpse, and we've done enough to him today.
Still need to figure out how we're going to get Reginald and Lefty on that airship.
Ooh, we could drape sheets over them and then pretend they are ghost horses. Yes, let's go.
No. You two, we're going back to the camp. We don't need you killing any more people today. Best to keep you out of temptation.
You guys make it back to the camp. You find that both Lefty and Reginald are absolutely covered in ribbons. They have been like braided.
Who would not let them on an airship?
Well,
Corvus Renard. Mink decided that if we made Lefty and Reginald pretty, they would be less scary, so that we could get them on the airship.
that was an excellent idea, Ink. But I think I'm going to have to cover them with a spell for a while. As pretty as they are,
They are very pretty. That's okay, Corvus Renard. I trust you.
that's good to hear, Ink. I appreciate your trust.
What happens if you put your hat on one of them? But you can fly. No, but you can fly to the ship. They have to walk to the ship. And once they're on the ship, they're on the ship. We just need to get them on the ship, right? Oh, you can just land, or we can like, oh, okay. We put the hat on one. We walk it to the ship. We take the hat. We come back, put it on another. We walk it to the ship, and then we give you your hat, and then you walk to the ship.
Repeat the plan real quick. Do we know that the hat works on Lefty?
Lefty does not have the capacity to direct the hat. It is just a jauntily placed hat on Lefty's head. $13.
Much better than yours.
Same.
I will just have to use a simple spell. No, not invisible. A simple spell that will hopefully cover them well enough that we can get them aboard the airship.
Okay.
And I need to go to bed.
Fair enough. Then we'll leave it for there tonight.
Oh my gosh.
You guys, unfreaking believable. Unfreaking believable. You know what? That also occurred to me.
Marvelous.
Yeah. It was like a train wreck unfolding in front of me, even from the moment where you were like, I want to go to the Adventurers Club. Come on, Ólafur, we'll go together. And it was just like, this is going to go very badly. Oh man, you're on Saturday. You guys are gonna have to retell that story so that Justin and Jacob can fully enjoy having Jordan and Jacob. Sorry, Jordan and so many J names. Gosh dang it. That Jordan and Jacob will have to enjoy not being the the derailers for
Yeah.
once, you know?
Mm-hmm.
The dynamic duo.
Oh god.
I was waiting for something that would have given me an inkling of what was going on, and a gunshot was that.
Definitely
inkling.
worth it, yeah.
All
Also,
right.
I like how we spent all of the entirety of our rounds in combat, just trying to talk them down.
Just trying to talk to him.
Nope.
It's like have you guys watched Sword Art Online?
Some, not a lot.
Okay. There's this part where the main character is being attacked by other players, but he's such a high level that they literally can't do enough damage to outpace his healing. So he's literally just standing there talking to him as they're like cutting through him with their swords and stuff. And that was literally you two. Is like, none of these people can do any like significant damage to you. So you're just standing there trying to talk to them while they're like trying to shoot at you. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We did, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh,
Didn't even have to plan this session.
You know, that guy, Francis Kirby is probably going to waste his entire fortune and his entire life trying to find that fruit, right?
Mhm.
Oh, for sure.
Fully. Watch him come back as like a 5th level ranger or something, you know, like he actually got classes.
Oh.
That would be so funny. All right, you guys have a good night.
You too.
See you guys.